first Norm called me and said, "Hey, we're doing this documentary. Do you want to be a part of it?" And I thought, what can I possibly add to this conversation? Like this historic place where you're gonna have like all these incredible guitar players who really know what they're doing, and I've only been playing for 2 years. And I'm like, but then I thought, I represent like a really interesting faction of people that walk into this store, which is the guy who's really excited, not very good at all, but like walks around going, "Oh yeah, man, I know." I mean, I can't walk into the electric. I like the acoustics. I can't even walk into the electric part because I don't have any sort of information or can't hold a conversation. But like, Lemo will talk about jazz masters, and I'll just go, "Yeah, that's cool, man. Those are cool. Those are definitely cool." And then I'll leave and talk to somebody else about guitars and be like, "You should get a jazz master." How did I first hear about Norms? I started playing a couple years ago. We were doing the neighborhood, and there was a couple guys on set who played pretty religiously and have been playing for a long time, and they got me into it because we had time on our hands and between takes and just sitting around, and I was like, "Oh, this is nice." And it became something that I discovered at the age of 40, which has really been like the only thing. I'm not trying to become a musician or anything. I go, this is just very enjoyable for me. And I go, I told my wife, like, if this is as bad as the midlife crisis gets, I think we're okay. But I got really into acoustic guitars, and I just love everything about them, and I love how different they can be in such a similar form. And so I really wanted to explore that, and so I'm looking around LA and I'm looking at all these different guitar stores and just online, and everyone was like, "You gotta go to Norm's." But I was too intimidated. And it was probably like a 40-minute drive from my house, and I was like, with the kids and the wife and job, everything, I was like, I don't have like the minute that I'm gonna need to drive up there and do it properly. Plus I was really scared. And then I was doing a movie up in, I want to say, Woodland Hills, somewhere in there, and I go, this is obviously God telling me that I need to stop by Norm's. And so we were doing a night shoot, so our call time was 6, and we were going to be working all night. So I left early, and I came up here around 4. And I was so scared walking in, because at this point, too, I mean, I really hadn't been playing a long time at all, but I had seen the pictures online and the videos online of Lemo and Todd and everybody playing up here in the background, and I was like, look at all those guitars. And I go, I think they're just like out, and you can like play them and stuff. And so I walked in, and I remember like there's the Pete's Coffee next door, and I went to Pete's first because I was like, just calm yourself, like get a water, be cool, man, like you gotta like. And so I walked in, and Todd was like coming out of the back, and he saw me, and he was like, "Oh yeah, man, you're like the dude from TV." And I went, thank God. I go, okay. I thought I was gonna be alone in here, and I go, maybe this will like ease into a conversation. And I was like, I'm a really big fan of yours from the internet videos. I know you're the acoustic guy, which is like what I like to do too, which is pretty which is pretty cool. Like we could talk about stuff, and like if you could just show me around. And then for the next hour, we looked around at all the acoustics, and Norm came out and was and it just embraced what was happening, and Jen came out, was really excited about it. Norm was like, I don't understand, who's this guy? And we had to explain to Norm about New Girl, which we're not really sure if that fully connected, but it's fine. He was excited, and then we made a video where I was like desperately trying to keep up with Lemo and Todd, and they were like, just play these 3 chords, man. And we walked out of here with this awesome Martin. It was a 018, and I think it's 68 018 or 69 018, and it was just I mean it was like I walked out of here. I went up to shoot the movie. I didn't know where. I was just like, the movie's fine. I don't care about the movie. I was like, you gotta look at this. I was showing everybody on set. Nobody cared. There was like 3 guys who were like, that's cool, man. Other than that, they were like, we gotta shoot. We're like, you're wasting everybody's time. But that was my first experience walking into this store, and then I mean, I haven't wanted to leave since. So then I started coming. Like I would come. We got in the 018, which I was really happy about. But you know, the incredible thing about this store is, especially for, and I would assume this is for every player, but for me specifically as a new player, when you come in here and you hang out and you know you're able to play some of these incredible guitars that are just sitting out. That is not the experience you have when you go to any other guitar store. And you're able to talk with everyone here, Norm, with Todd, with Michael, with Nick, with everybody in here. You leave and there's this excitement and this passion for just playing, where you will then go home and it's all you want to do. And it really lasts for a long time. And then all of a sudden, you know, you get busy and this and that, and you're like, I should probably go to Norm's. And you go up to Norm's and you come in and, you know, if you're dumb like me and have some extra money, you buy a guitar and then you go home and you play. But it infuses you with this passion to keep playing and to keep going, no matter how bad you are.